For today's video, we're going to tear down the franchise called Neat, which is a home organization business. Now, when I came across this business, I was totally fascinated and shocked at what they're doing with their franchise. They started out with 1 million and have now scaled to around 15 million with 100 locations. So we want to actually look at what it is they're doing, because if you stick around, you're going to see some principles that Neat has done as a home organizing franchise that are completely fascinating and that anyone can apply to their business. We're also going to show some criticisms of their marketing and what they could be doing better. Neat is a very unique company because of the way that they sell products and they sell a service. And so this is completely and totally unique. Here's their website. And so I'd love to just get into it with you. And we're going to go through and talk about the story of a little bit of Neat and look at their marketing. So they're a $15 million brand. And we're just going to tear down and look at what they did. So a lot of times you have a small local business and it seems like that business is not totally scalable unless you start to, have a lot of different expansion into other markets. And that's also true. This is a company that did expand into other markets. But what's interesting about it is the way that they did it. And so there were two women in San Francisco in 2010, and they were your typical home organizers centered around these two people. Now they have 95 locations, but Crate and Barrel carries their products. And their products are a huge key to their marketing their actual service. They started out, they went from 1 million to 15 million. And the difference wasn't that they were better organizing. They created a loop. And so you go online, you can look at all of this. They started out with service. Then as they went along, they realized that there are things that they needed to use as products with their clients that weren't necessarily in existence. And as they went along, they defined those products, they delivered their service, and they made the products that they wanted, which is pretty awesome. And the products are what bring in the actual service, and they do the marketing. They sell the products. So when you go and you look at their Facebook ads, I'd like to just go in and show you one real fast if we can. Let's see the ad library in Facebook. Let's just take a look here.
If your closet is full of wooden hangers, this video is for you. Wooden hangers are bulky, eat up too much of your closet space, and they're doing nothing to protect your clothes. Neat Methods everyday hangers are designed by professional organizers to save 25 to 50% more closet space. They have a slimline profile, a rubberized grip that holds your clothing in place, which means no slipping and no stretching. One small swap means more room for you to grow your collection.
All right, isn't that cool? I mean, if I really wanted to organize, I'd be interested in that hanger. Now, they may not make a gazillion dollars off of the hangers, but think about this. They're going to get someone's email address, and they can deliver that lead, that person, to their local service businesses, which I think is pretty cool, and vice versa. They can, as they get service clients, they can sell their products and help their franchises to grow. So this is such a unique and smart way these ladies have done business. This is their Facebook ad that we just looked at. That $38 product, that's a low risk first purchase. It's top of the funnel. Maybe they don't make a lot of money off of these ads, but it's enough to where they are being creative with their marketing in order to draw people in and then market to them. And it's a bridge to their service. This ad looks like a post. It doesn't look like an ad. I think this is just absolutely brilliant. And they do Google ads. There's all sorts of Google ads that are running. They're running YouTube ads. They're running search ads. Now, this is, to me, is a little bit of their weakness. They're running local search ads, and I don't think they're doing that great of a job. And the focus seems to be they do have a lot of ads for their products also with Google. So if we jump into Google Ads Transparency Center, we can see all sorts of different kinds of products, and they're selling their products more than their then you see more product ads than you see for home organization. Uh, but they do have some of these home organization ads. I think that's where their weakness is. If they had better ads for home organization and they got more leads, or if they allowed the local franchises to do their own advertising, I think they would be better off. And that's the problem with a lot of franchises. Sometimes they don't permit local advertising, and that really damages the local companies. So, but on the other hand, I still think that this is a absolutely brilliant idea and something that we can emulate. All right, a $15 million brand, the ads could work harder. I can't see everything, but like I said, I don't know that. I think they could do a little bit better job with their selling their local services with their Google ads that I looked at. And there's these two engines and they're not exactly connected. I don't see on the back end what they do either, but maybe they're more connected through email. But this is such a brilliant strategy of a lot of times you can sell a cheap product, pull people in, they're into your ecosystem, and then market to them over and over. This is such a brilliant marketing idea. This is kind of like a flywheel. So you deliver the service in the home, then you build the product, and then you market the products, which will continually to grow your bottom line revenue. And then people that maybe they buy the products but they never have the service will feed the service. So it goes back and forth. Very smart on their part. And this loop is not just about the physical products; it's about the motion. A consultant's service reveals what template course or tool to package. That product becomes lead gen. The leads buy the service. Same flywheel, no inventory. Any local business can actually take this strategy. In fact, it's one of the better strategies that you can do, is to sell something, a product that is inexpensive. It could even be digital. Capture the lead and then market to the lead with email, text message, etc. So this is something that you as a local business owner probably want to consider and think about. What is a product that solves a need? If you're a service business, what is a product that solves a need that is low cost that I can market so that I can form a connection with my target persona? Your service is your R&D, your product is your marketing. And this is a loop that very few local businesses never build, but it's a brilliant loop that can be done. So the moral of the story is, and what we can grab from this teardown is that we need to be creative. You're not always going to be able to afford the cost per click for some of the mediums in marketing, and SEO might be pretty competitive. But is there another way that you can leverage something in order to form a relationship with your potential client and your target persona? If you can do that, one of the ways that you can do that is to sell them a particular product, and it can be a very effective method. If you've never explored this, this is something that you want to think deeply about. You want to be creative. Sometimes with these local businesses, using the traditional methods, SEO, Google Ads, may not exactly be feasible for you, and so you may need to come up with something a little bit different that is going to get you the leverage that you need. Thanks for watching. This is Jared with Hive Lead Marketing. If you've made it this far into the video, we do offer a free evaluation and teardown of your business where we may come up with a creative idea like what we have mentioned in this particular video with Neat. We'd love to talk with you. You can find a link, hiveleadmarketing.com, inside the description of this video. And you can schedule that 1-hour consultation with us where we're going to dive into your business and we're going to give you some ideas on how you can get more clients and scale your business further.